With me here now is Clare's Conor Cleary. A Munster final against Cork, and I wouldn't be lying when I say that lots of people perhaps didn't predict this for a Munster final even just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I suppose that didn't really pay any heed to us, to be honest. We were only I suppose that we lost Cork the first round, we were concentrating on the three games we left, and that's all we could take care of. We couldn't really influence what people were predicting, so we're just delighted to be in the final.
What's going to be different against Cork this time? Because as you alluded to, you lost the first time round in a game that at no point, I suppose, did Clare look like you could have possibly driven on and won the thing. So what's going to be different this time?
Yeah, I suppose any time we played Cork in the last few years, they've been worthy winners. So I think every game just takes life of its own too. So it's we're going to have, I suppose, we have our learnings from the last two games we played against them. We're going to try to implement and correct them down the next day. So that's going to be the major difference, I'd say. Yeah.
Something I'm sure that people at home be wondering about is when athletes say this all the time, a game takes on a life of its own. You obviously want to make sure it takes on the life you want. So how do you ensure that during the game?
I suppose you just control what you can control yourself. There's no point maybe overthinking things. You're just kind of concentrate on the next ball, and once the play is gone, you're just focusing on the present the whole time and focusing on the next moment. So that's all you can really do is just control the controllables. So we're kind of more settled unit now. I suppose we've played a lot of games together between the Munster League, the National League, and then we have a few challenge games for championship as well. So I think that's the main difference. We're just a lot more settled as a unit and with each other, and I suppose our communication has been very good as well.
I spoke to one of your managers there earlier, and he said he thought the difference might be that the players this year, and perhaps even last year as well to a point, are now stepping up, accepting responsibility for yourselves on the field and how the game is played. What do you think he means by that?
I suppose, as I alluded there, about just kind of winning every moment, I suppose, and concentrating on the present is, that we're just kind of, that's basically it. We're just focused on the next ball, and if a mistake is made, we're not kind of looking out towards the line and looking for someone else to deal with. We're just focused on the next moment the whole time and concentrating on the present, and I think that's what he means by just, I suppose, we're just taking control of our own destiny, so.
When you guys were playing Tip, it was one of those games that we could say that Clare nearly stole. At what point, perhaps during that game, did you realise this was turning Clare's way?
I suppose in the last 10 minutes we got on a bit of a run, and Podge coming on in the second half was a big difference, and Ian Galvin as well made a great impact. And I suppose really the big difference was we really felt the Clare crowd getting behind us in the last 10 minutes, and that did really push us over the line. We knew that when the game was in the middle pot, that they were willing to back us, and we were just trying to do our best to get the result for them. So it just really gives you great confidence in the field when a game is tight like that, and you know that supporters have your back.
So the 16th man, you do hear them?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Even last Sunday against Limerick, before the game, walking around the field, there was great positive injury off that too, because you could really feel this. I said there was hundreds of Clare men who were tugged out against Limerick last Sunday. You could just feel that they really, really wanted us to win, and there was just great positive injury we got over, and I feel we brought that to the game. Then the way we played, with the intensity we played with, I feel a lot of that was due to the backing we have in the crowd. So,
what kind of mindset do you now approach the Munster final when you're coming into this? Because obviously they were who you met at the start of the campaign, and here we are again now at the end of the Munster Championship. I assume the approach must have evolved ever so slightly.
Yeah, I suppose. Anytime we play Cork in the last few years, they've been worthy winners. And I think we have a bit of momentum coming in now to the game, and I think, as I was saying, about every game takes life of its own. Any game we play against Cork in the last few years won't matter now, and I think they have been worthy winners. So we're just kind of focused on the game itself, and we'll have our homework done in Cork, and hopefully that will send us a good stead in the day then.